What's good, y'all? It's your boy Miles Spider 3.0 back with another figure review, and I am extra excited for today's review, guys. Today we're finally taking a look at the Medicom Mafex Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse Miles Morales figure. Man, it's been just a long time coming for this figure, man. I really wanted this figure as soon as I saw it. I saw a lot of reviews on it. Heard a lot of good things. There's the Sentinel version, which a lot of people seem to like better. Me personally, I gotta say I feel like the Mafex release of Miles is a lot better, and we'll get into why, all the reasons and everything. But I think this is a really solid figure, and I'm super excited to get into it. I apologize for the way it looks right now on camera. You probably can't even really see him in the box with the natural light. The way the plastic is, there's a lot of glare on him right now, but anyways, this is the front of the box. As you can see, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Spider-Man action figure, Miles Morales, Mafex number 107, Medicom Toys, Marvel. Got a dope shot of Miles right there on the side. Right there, that's the figure product shot where he's holding his hood, which looks really dope. Obviously, Miles and everything, all his accessories are in the window, looking awesome. And look at the side of the package. We got Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Another cool pose with the figure. Like he's holding a Webline, which does not come with the figure, but still looks really cool nonetheless. Look at the back of the box. We got some more product shots. It shows you right there, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Shows a really dope shot of Miles. I love this shot right here. Miles with his mask up right there, posed like he's landing. We got another awesome shot right here, which is very Sentinel to the Sentinel package. It has like a very similar shot to this. And then here's another shot of him right here, posed up, shooting, firing a web. And then you've got all these, little product shots that show you the different features that come with him, which is super dope, which is kind of what got me, sold onto this figure. But we have, we have him with the a masked head, a more squinty-eyed head, a fully unmasked Miles head, and then the mask up head, which looks really dope. So, sorry y'all. Anyways, got too excited there, and then we got another shot of Miles on the other side of the box. Pretty much says the same thing. Miles in that same pose that was on the back, and not too much more. So let's see at the bottom, legalese, all that stuff, warning, ages 15 and up. And this is obviously a collector's item, so kids, you might want to keep this away from because this is a very high quality toy that we're looking at. But anyways, without further ado, let's get into this. I am super excited, man, with Across the Spiderverse coming out tomorrow, technically tonight. I am just so excited. I wish I had gotten my tickets early on, but I did kind of wait a bit, unfortunately. And I don't even have tickets yet, but I am planning to see it with a coworker, hopefully tomorrow night after I get off my shift. So I'm just super excited for that movie, man. I can tell it's gonna be amazing. I've been, watching that trailer over and over, and I think also the soundtrack for this movie is gonna be really dope. The soundtrack for the first movie was amazing, and I feel like this one is gonna be equally as good, if not better. I really like, the song. There's a song so there is a song that what do you call it? That's I've been seeing on Instagram. It's from Metro Boomin featuring Sway Lee and Now, and it's called Calling, and it's really good, man. Like at least the little snippet I saw kind of shows like a nice little thing with Miles and Gwen. And I'm really hoping they get together in this movie. That's one of my main hopes, that in this movie at some point they're going to be in a relationship. That would be really dope. But anyways, talking too much. Oh, okay, we do get web accessories. I'm tripping, y'all. My bad. So I guess we do get all those web accessories because the box even showed it right here on the back. You see it right here. We do have web accessories right here. And I was wondering, I'm like, why would they include this on the box if it doesn't come with the figure? But I forgot that he does come with his some Webline accessories. So that's really dope. So we do get those. Awesome. So I'm seeing them right here in the package. Oh man, this is looking dope. So my second Mafex figure ever. Of course, I'll do a comparison with that Iron Man at the end, but oh man, he's looking sick. So here we go. Let's get him out the box, out the tray. You know, Mafex comes with 2 trays, so oh man, this dude is dope. So here we go. Let me see if I can get him standing. Oh yeah, he stands nice and easy. Look at that. There is our Mafex Miles Morales, front and center, everyone. Oh, he looks so dope, man. I'm shaking. I'm so excited, bro. All right, here we go. And I'll get let's see. I'll get his accessories out one by one. Actually, what I'll do is I'll leave them in the tray so that way it'll make it easier for me to put them back when I get done showing them off. How about that? All right. So, real quick, here's a nice front and center view of our Mafex Miles Morales, and dang, he looks awesome, bro. Oh man, I'm already loving the feel of this figure. He's obviously very light. As you can probably tell, he's very skinny. Very light figure, but he doesn't feel cheap, you know? He feels like quality when you hold him. He's got like kind of like a weight you would expect. I don't really know how else to describe it, you know? It doesn't feel like super duper light, but it's, you know, definitely on the light side. He's a lighter figure because he's so small. But man, this dude looks awesome. So here's a look at the back. So yeah, man, I'm gonna get into like all the pros and cons of why I chose this figure over the Sentinel version. And then, you know, we'll get into all that. We'll take a look at his details and everything. But damn, I'm very impressed. Really, really liking him. So I'm gonna put him off to the side for just a second here, and we'll take a look at the accessories. You already know we gotta do that. So first up, in the accessory section, ooh, if I can get it out the box. A little bit tricky here. Can't pull it up. Ooh, give me one sec, y'all. Okay, there we go. Just had to push it up. So first up, we have his masked head with the more open eyes. And I really, really like this. Man, look at the details on that. Look at the sculpt. So I really like that the web lines are sculpted into this. You can see all the silver paint is nice and present, pretty prominent. Like you can see it pretty much no problem. Looks really good in the light. I like the pearlescent paint that they use for the lenses, for the white part. That looks really cool, especially when the light shines on it. I like the outer red, you know, outline of the lenses, and even the white in between. You can see right there, like in between the red, it kind of has like a line going around it. I think in the movie those were technically blue, but probably certain shots, like they were probably blue, other times they might have been white. Either way, you know, even if it's not completely film accurate, I think it looks really, really good in figure form. I like this a whole bunch. So we get that head, which is, you know, the wide eyes, probably just like a normal head, normal masked head. And then we also get, put this back right here, and we also get, actually no, I'm sorry guys, that was the, this one was actually the slightly squinted eyes head. I'm tripping. it looks, you know, the eyes are still so big that it almost doesn't even look like he's squinting, but when you compare it to the other head, then it definitely does. So this is the squinting head that we looked at first, and then here is the normal head with the wide eyes, and it actually has its own neck peg, so it's got a separate neck peg. So when you change out, you know, you take off the Miles head and you put this one on, you're gonna have this neck peg to go with it. And there you go. This is the nice wide-eyed open version of the mask. Looking fire. Look at that. Oh, that's sick. That is so dope. Looks like there might be like a slight paint mishap or something right here in the corner of the lens at the top, but not bad, not bad. I might be able to scrape that off. But yeah, same paint job as the one we looked at before. Really nice sculpt for the webbing and like the silver lines and everything. And you can just look at the details. Like you can clearly see there's texture in the mask, present in the mask, like these sculpted kind of like imprinted pattern into the black parts of the mask. Look at the texture and detail in that. Oh, amazing, dude. Mafex just really kills it when it comes to those, you know, those subtle details, and I really, really appreciate that. So we have that head, then we have the mask up head, maybe my favorite extra head sculpt that we get. I feel like this is a very underrated accessory right here, because oftentimes with Spider-Man figures, we usually get like the masked head and then the unmasked head, like completely unmasked. But to get a head with the mask up, so we can see like their full face and then still have the mask on top, underrated as heck, man. And just look how good that looks. Look at that. Look how crisp the details are. Miles's face right there, the paint, the nose, the mouth, everything, eyebrows sculpted very nicely and painted. And then we also have the mask, sitting on top of his head, which is also still very detailed. Like they didn't skimp out on any of the detail with the mask. Sitting on top of his head still looks really good. All the paint there and detail is still present, the texture. Oh, that's so sick, man. You can see like the back of his head. They still got the paint for like the back, like where the mask kind of sits above his hairline in the back. You see it's nice and painted, and his ears are showing from the side, some more of the hair. Look at that profile right there. Oh, that's badass. That is so freaking cool, man. Man, yeah, definitely an underrated accessory in my opinion. Really, really dope, and it's definitely one of the reasons that I went with this Mafex version. So that is awesome. Next up, we have his mask by itself that he'll be able to hold in his hand. He has a hand for holding his mask specifically, but here is, the mask by itself. So he's able to hold this in his hand. Ooh, dropped it. It's a thin piece, but really, really cool. Small piece, but it's very nicely detailed. So you can have, the mask in his hand doing whatever you want. That's also nicely detailed. You can see it's like, oh man, I wonder how they molded this, like to have this like, such a small, thin, like kind of crumpled piece of plastic like that to make it look like, the mask is like folded in, like he's holding it. That is really dope. You see all the details are still present. Fire, man. Oh, fire, fire. Let's go, man. I'm geeking out. All right, so then we'll take a look at the hands next. And be aware that the hands are very small, so if you drop it in like say carpet or something, you might want to use like a flashlight or something to find it, because it's going to be difficult, especially if you have like a dark colored carpet. If it's like white colored or something more on the light side, it'll probably be easier to find. But you can see right here are his flipping hands, or at least one of them. He comes with 2 pairs of flipping hands, so I'll just show one. Let's see if I can get a good focus on it. There we go. And you can see those are nicely detailed as well. Got the light on it. You can see that the black and red paint pretty nicely detailed, especially for the size of this. Look at that. The web line sculpted into like, on the upper part of his hand, and then the red. And there's even like, yeah, even like those subtle like sculpted web lines into the fingers here, like on the red parts. Those look really good. This is a really tiny piece. It's like kind of hard to focus on it. Let's see here. See if I can get some good focus. There we go. You can kind of see the details there. So he gets 2 flip hands, 2 of those. He gets some fist hands. Close. He's gonna get some fist hands, which are really, really small, probably the smallest, set of hands that he comes with. But look how nicely detailed those are. That black and red gradient there, the silver web lines in there. Are these actually, let's see, these are like the slightly, they're like a fist hand, but they're slightly open from the side. So I think these are gonna be the ones that he uses to hold on to like web lines and stuff. You can see right there, see how the fingers don't quite come to the palm of the hand. So I think these are used for the like web gripping hands so that he can swing. And you can see that very nicely detailed. So he's got 2 of those. All right. He comes with a pair of kind of open hands, not really wall crawling hands, but just like more relaxed, probably like, down by his side, chilling type of hands right here. Looking fire. Really, really dope. Look at that. Details are still present, as you would expect. Nice crisp paint, you know, sharp web lines and everything, still looking good, a lot of detail. So he's got two of these types of hands right here. Get some focus, 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 focus. Sorry guys, my camera is having a little trouble focusing. Let's see. These are such small pieces, it's hard to get a good focus on them, but because he's such a small figure, but that detail looks really awesome. Take my word. There you go. Oh, there, come back. Come back. Okay. Yeah, it's having a little trouble, but hopefully you guys were able to see that in the beginning. Got a sense of how it looked. Okay, there you go. That's a good shot right there. So you can see all the details. So he comes with two of those. He comes with some wall crawling, open wall crawling hands. Yeah, we'll start with these ones right here. He's got some wall crawling hands. So these are like spread open and like kind of curved specifically for like gripping onto stuff. Some nice wall crawling hands. You can see the details obviously nice and present in there. So he comes with a set of those wall crawling hands. He comes with, put those back. Let's see, he comes with like some more open hands, very similar. I guess just like a little less spread apart, like as far as the fingers go, but very similar type of hands. So there you go. He's got those. Got a set of those. And he comes with, let's see, he comes with a magnetized version of the wall crawling hands because, spoiler alert, he is able to stick onto certain surfaces, so they give you magnetized hands for the wall crawling. So I'm definitely going to be having him, you know, hanging on metal surfaces. That's going to be awesome. So you get two pairs of those spread out hands with magnets on them. And let's see, you also get another pair of like open hands, a little more open. I think maybe you can use these for the web lines too, but he's got like some kind of like slight, you know, kind of curved, but a little more open, not fist hands going in there. Oh, this one actually, so you can see the peg in it. This one is actually the hand that's going to be used for him to hold the mask. You see that little red peg right there in the middle of the hand? That's going to plug into the mask that I showed earlier, and this is the one that you want to use when you want him to hold his mask. So there you go. So he comes with a set of those. Let's see if it's on the other. Yeah, it's on both hands. So that way you can choose, you know, what side you want him to hold his mask on. So that's really, really dope. I love that inclusion. And then he has also, let's see, these are sticking to each other, the magnets. I guess I'll show them off now. He comes with a magnetized pair of feet. So you can see the bottom of the feet right there, two magnets right there. You can see all the detail present in the feet. And they've got some articulation. As you can see, they've got a hinge for him to hinge up and yeah, hinge up pretty well. So he's got some foot that'll help him, you know, bend his foot and get into some dynamic poses. All right. So you got those, and then you have a pair of the, you know, just regular feet without the magnets. So the bottom down here, you know, just regular soles to the feet. You got the focus, there you go. So there is his regular Spidey feet. So that is dope. And then we get an extra pair of shoes for my boy, for the Nike shoes, in case you want him in the Nike shoes when he's sticking to surfaces. We have magnetized Jordans. Now, of course, they don't have the actual Jordan or Nike logo on them. I'm thinking, you know, they probably had like an issue with the licensing. They weren't able to get it to, you know, put it onto the figure. But nevertheless, look at the detail. These look super nice. The red, black, and white, nice and crisp. You know, the line going around the side of the shoe there. That is dope. So I might just add like my own Nike or like Air Jordan logo to this. You know, Mafex should have talked to Sonny Vaccaro. Maybe they could have got the rights, you know. If you guys have seen the movie Air, you know what I'm talking about. But that's really dope. So we get an extra pair of magnetized Jordans for my boy, because he's styling. You already know my boy Miles be styling, bruh. And then we get the web accessories. So we have a total of 5 different web lines. So here's the first one I'll show you. So we got 5 web lines. You can see the length of this one, nice and long, very nicely sculpted. Look at the details. You can see that kind of like knotting pattern going around the web, very McFarlane spaghetti web style. So that's really dope. I really like that attention to detail. So there's one web accessory, and then we get 2 slightly smaller ones. Let's see if I can just pull one out here. We get 2 slightly smaller ones right here. So, and you can see they have like loops on the end so that you'll be able to plug them around his wrist, look like he's shooting the web. So we come with 2 of these, slightly smaller. And then we have 2 even smaller ones right here. We've got 2 of these, which are like the smallest versions that he has. And those look really dope as well. Got the loop and everything. So that's fire, man. Lots of web accessories. That's something that I don't normally get with a lot of my Spider-Man figures. So really, really nice to have some web accessories. I can even probably, you know, integrate these into some of my Marvel Legends. So that's awesome. Love it, love it, love it. And of course, he comes with the classic Mafex stand, which is in the packaging right now. So let me take it out. All right. So we have the Mafex stand. Here's the clamp for it. Nice small clamp because he is a very small figure. So here is the clamp. Nice and clear, translucent clamp right there. And then for your actual stand, let's see, we have, open it up. Here we have the stand. Just kind of fold it and spread it out a little bit. Nice translucent Mafex stand for you. So there you go. And then we have, of course, the base to hold it up. So let's see here. Put out the plastic, and here is the base for the stand. And there's 3 different ports that you can plug it into. So there you go. Looking very, very nice. So that is all of Miles' accessories right there. So now that we've covered all of that, let's take a closer look at my boy up close. So let's bring Miles back in here, front and center. And there is Miles, and he looks awesome, man. So one of the things that really made me want to get this particular version of Miles is the soft goods, you know, the cloth that they use for his clothing. I like that a lot better than the Sentinel version because they have hard plastic, and it just kind of makes, you know, the changing out process of his clothes a little bit more difficult. I feel like, because you have to basically disassemble, you know, all the limbs, you know, the arms and legs, and then plug in, you know, like the spider parts of him to get him like into his full Spider-Man look. Whereas with the cloth goods, you know, this is nice and easy. All you have to do is basically take off, you know, the fist and like the feet, and then you can, you know, have in the spider feet, and you know, you can take the jacket off. It's nice and easy. So yeah, I think it's just, you know, Mafex made it a lot easier for the process. And plus, I just like the soft goods. I think they're made out of a very nice material. I'm feeling it right now. It's like a very nice type of material. Really, you know, it helps him. He's still able to articulate in it, and he looks really good wearing it. So I like this a lot. I really love that they got, you know, the accuracy. I like the belt. How they even have like this like little cargo style belt kind of hanging off the side. The gray shorts. Oh, that looks so sick. Like Miles is just so fresh, man. So let's see. For articulation, let's see. I'll show you articulation with the clothes on first. So we'll start with the head. For his head, he is able to look up very, very far. Look at that. Lean, you know, the neck moves with the head, so you can get some really nice looking up action. Looking down, he's able to basically tuck his chin in, so that looks really, really good as well. And let's see, can he rotate? Yes, he can. Full 360 on that ball peg, the neck and everything, so that looks dope. Very nice cut, you know, with the neck like going into the body, not too noticeable, so it looks pretty good. And then for the arms with the jacket on, you can go up about that high, which is better than 90. So like, see that this, you know, this nice soft flexible material really allows for him to still get a lot of range. So that is awesome. Arms back down by the sides. I think he gets 360 rotation in there, maybe not. But matter of fact, here I'll take the clothes off just so we can see the body a little better and get that full range of articulation. But he is still able to get a lot of posability even with the clothes on. You know, that's the point I'm trying to make, which is, I think, really dope. I think it you know, I think that's one of the things that makes it better than the Sentinel offering. So I'm gonna go ahead and take off his jacket really quick here. Ooh, yeah, popped off the fist. Make sure you don't lose the fist. I just dropped one. Let me see if I can find it. Where did your fist go, Miles? Uh-oh. Here I am talking about don't lose your pieces, and I feel like now I can't find his fist. Dang it. Where did it go? Such a small piece. Okay, I'll have to find that other fist in just a minute. But anyways, don't be like me, guys. Don't go losing your pieces. But let's see. Okay, he's got, see if I can just take the shorts off. Pause, bro, but you know what I mean. Gotta show the articulation. So let's see. See if I can slide. Okay, I'm gonna change out his feet real quick. Take the shoes off. All right, there we go. So there we go. So I'm just gonna show you his articulation without his hands and feet attached for right now. So make it easier. But here we go. His hands can go up that far, or sorry, his arms that far, back down by his sides. Pretty good. He's got a butterfly joint. So let's see. I think you can pretty much get. Can you get the 360? Maybe not. Let's see if I just trying to move this hinge individually, but it seems like it's attached. Okay, his arm might not be able to windmill, but he's still able to get, you know, pretty far back and like around over the head like that much, so that's pretty dope. All right, so then we have a bicep swivel right here. So looks pretty good, nice and tight. We have a double jointed elbow that allows him to get a whole lot of bend right there. Look at that. Now that's a spider bend for you. Really dope right there. And then the hands are like on a hinge, so they can rotate, and I believe, I'm not sure if they move in and out, but they are like on a peg right there. So let me see if I can actually plug one of his fists in. Let's see here, let's see. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so they do hinge in and out. So you can see on this side, he is able to, probably, man, it's hard to see because he's so tiny, but he can, you know, bend his hand in and out, and they can fully rotate because they are in the hinge with that little peg. So there you go. All right, he's got a butterfly joint, so he's able to get his arms back pretty far. So look at that from the back. He's able to spread his arms back nice and far, so that looks dope. Look at that dope spider symbol. Oh, love that. There we go, coming forward. He's able to cross his arms very, very well. He's able to get a lot of range going forward like that. So that's really, really dope. He's got a hinge in the upper torso right here. So he can bend, you know, about that far back. Gets a little gappy in there, but it does, you know, from the side doesn't look too bad. From the front, yeah, but not, you know, still not bad. At least he gets the range, you know. And then he's only able to go about that far forward if you use that. But he has I think it's probably a double ball peg. He's got another range of motion down here where if you utilize that, he's able to crunch forward, keep the legs straight here. He's able to get about that much range going forward. And then, whoa, you can go way back, basically do the limbo. So if you utilize all of this, you can really get him going back. So there you go. And for the legs, let's see, are they on drop downs? They are on drop downs. Without the drop down, you can get them kicking up about that high. It's like about 90 degrees, kicking back about only that far till it runs into the sculpt, but utilize that drop down, you can get a little bit more range going back, so that's nice without forcing it, and then can go up pretty high as well. Boom, starts to go out to the side after a certain point, but there you go. So that looks dope. Out to the side, and get his legs going about that far out to the side. So I think that looks pretty good. Almost the splits, you know. Like I said, he's a very skinny figure, but yeah, you can get pretty nice range going out to the side. Double jointed knees, so you can get them going like that, about that far back. So if he had his foot on, you know, it would be basically above his ass, basically to his lower back. So that looks good. Coming back down. He doesn't have like a thigh swivel, but it's very similar to the SH Figuarts where you can like rotate basically the whole leg, like from the top. So you can rotate the leg up there on the joint system. So yeah, I think that's pretty good range. And then he can twist, you know, at the upper torso, side to side. He's got a very nice twisting range of motion in there. So that's dope. So yeah, man, that is play and display for Miles. I'm gonna see if I can find this fist really quick because I don't want to lose it. I really, really don't want to lose it. Man, where did it go? Oh, fist, where are you? Man, it's gonna take me, probably gonna take me a minute to find that fist, unfortunately. It's such a small piece. That is the one downside to this figure, is that, you know, everything on him is so small. But I still think this is a really, really great Miles figure. And I just might have to make this review into 2 parts. I know it's going on long here. We're already like 32 minutes in. But anyways, this is Miles without his clothes on, in case you wanted to see that. And I think he looks really dope. You know, it's kind of interesting how the red paint for the shoulders seems to be brighter than, like, you know, the one for the like the spider symbol on his chest. And maybe that's intentional, I'm not sure. Maybe because I know like his logo is spray painted onto the suit, but it does look really good as far as like the logo itself is concerned. The accuracy seems to be pretty movie accurate to me. And a nice, you know, spray paint logo. And then the, you know, the red parts on the side coming in, very you know, reminiscent to like the comic version of Miles, those red parts on his suit. So that looks really, really dope. And then here's a look at the back. So you can see that symbol looks really very nice as well. Check that out. Oh man, the details, man. And then obviously you can see the silver webbing looks very, very good all throughout his suit, the silver paint. You know, the lines were sculpted in there, so you can see like down in his arms and by his feet, you know, in the calf section of him, and even some going through like the torso right here. Those look really, really nice. I like the kind of like matte paint that they have for him, with like slight gloss in certain areas like the red, but the black and everything is mostly matte. So it's a really nice finish, man. Oh, it's such a cool figure. I'm running out of time, so I'm definitely gonna have to split this into 2, unfortunately. Sorry for making this review so long. It is a Mafex, so, you know, more to cover, but man, I'm loving this figure so far. I just hope I can find that fist later on. But yeah, really, so far, a really solid figure. Let's see here. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit unorganized today. My apologies. But yeah, I'm loving this Miles so far. So I'm gonna actually stop the video here, and then I will upload a part 2 momentarily. So if you're watching this, thank you for watching part 1, and I'll see you in part 2. Peace out, you guys.